The afternoon sun, a constant in his 82 years, streamed through the window, painting warm stripes across the worn leather of the couch. He lay there, swallowed by the cushions, the familiar ache in his bones, a metronome marking the passage of time. His gaze drifted to the mango tree outside, its branches heavy with fruit, a living testament to years past.
I remember a time when I could climb that tree with the agility of a monkey, its branches a ladder to youthful dreams. Now, the mere act of rising from the couch feels like an expedition.
He closed his eyes, the phantom sensations of sunlight on his skin and the scent of ripe mangoes transporting him. He was young again, his laughter echoing through the marketplace, his heart thrumming with the boundless energy of youth. He was invincible, or so he believed. Those were the days when desires burned bright, fueled by ambition and the intoxicating elixir of possibility. He longed for those days, for the strength that flowed through his limbs like a river, for the effortless way he moved through the world. But the ache in his bones was a constant reminder of time's relentless march, of the inevitable metamorphosis that transformed youthful vigor into the fragility of age.
My dear husband, lost in your dreams again?
A voice melodic and familiar broke through his reverie. His wife Abena stood in the doorway, her smile a mixture of amusement and tenderness. Her once smooth skin now bore the intricate map of wrinkles, each line a testament to a life shared, a journey navigated hand in hand. Even after all these years, her presence still had the power to soothe his soul.
Just remembering the days when this old body could conquer mountains.
He replied, his voice a raspy whisper. He attempted a smile, but it felt more like a grimace.
Mountains indeed. You can barely conquer the stairs these days, my love.
Abena's laughter, like the tinkling of wind chimes, filled the room. She crossed the room with the measured steps of someone who had learned to navigate the terrain of aging. Her hand, when she placed it on his, was warm and strong. He knew she teased him out of love, but a part of him cringed at the undeniable truth in her words. His once powerful body, the vessel of his youthful adventures, now felt like a stranger, a fragile shell that betrayed him at every turn. The indignity of it all stung, a bitter pill to swallow. He watched Abena bustle around him, her every movement a familiar dance. She was preparing for the ritual, the daily act of tending to his needs that had become an integral part of their lives. He hated the necessity of it, the way it stripped him of his dignity, but he was grateful for her unwavering love and care.
Ready?
She asked, her voice soft, her eyes filled with a compassion that belied the humor she often used to lighten their situation. He nodded, averting his gaze as she helped him with the catheter. It was a necessary indignity, a stark reminder of his body's betrayal. He closed his eyes, willing himself to be anywhere but here, in this moment of vulnerability. He thought of the days when his body was his own, when he moved through the world with an effortless grace. He had taken it all for granted then, the strength of his muscles, the ease of his stride, the simple act of relieving himself without assistance.
He remembered the fire that used to burn within him, a relentless hunger for more success, more possessions, more experiences. He had chased after those desires with a single-mindedness that bordered on obsession. Now as he sat there, his body a testament to the passage of time, he saw the folly of his youthful pursuits. What good were material possessions when his body was failing him? What solace could he find in past achievements when the present moment was a struggle? Age, he realized, had a way of shifting one's perspective. The things that had seemed so important in his youth now seemed trivial, insignificant in the grand tapestry of life. He had come to understand that true wealth lay not in material possessions but in the love of his family, the memories he carried within him, and the wisdom he had gleaned from a life well lived. He wished he could go back in time and impart this knowledge to his younger self to warn him of the fleeting nature of youthful desires. But time, like the fine sand that slipped through his fingers, was impossible to grasp, impossible to control. All he could do now was embrace the present moment. to find joy in the simple things, and to share the wisdom he had acquired with those who were still young enough to benefit from it.
His gaze met Abena's, and he saw in her eyes a reflection of his own journey. They had navigated the treacherous waters of aging together, their love serving as a beacon in the storm.
He had come to accept his physical limitations, to find humor in his own fragility. He had learned to appreciate the slow, deliberate rhythm of his days, to savor the taste of his wife's cooking, to find solace in the warmth of the sun on his skin.
Acceptance, he realized, was not defeat, but rather a quiet victory, a letting go of the past and an embrace of the present.
It was in the quiet moments of reflection, in the shared laughter with his wife, in the simple act of drawing breath that he found true contentment. He had come to understand that aging was not a loss, but rather a transformation, a shedding of old skin to reveal the wisdom that lay beneath. He had lived a full life, a life filled with both joy and sorrow, with triumphs and failures. And through it all he had learned the most valuable lesson of all, that life in all its messy, unpredictable glory was a gift to be treasured.
Yes, a gift to be treasured indeed.